Hello. You can tell I'm ready for a haircut before I go. We're doing necks and shoulders on this one, so you need your bands handy. So while you're fetching your band, just do a few stretches as usual, keeping long in those middle fingers. Hope you're all okay and well done doing Pilates whilst I'm away. Okie dokie, so we'll do some side bends. So remember with side bends, thinking long in the spine. If you're going up and over a bowl. Good. Try to get those back loosened up. Okay, so we're going to take both arms out to the side and just pull your wrists up, stretch out under the arms and then point them down. So you want arms, shoulders out about 90 degrees, pull up, yeah, can you see? Hold and then point down. So just do a couple more of those, good for that long arm stretch. So one more. Okay, arms relaxed, going to take one arm forward, one behind, look to the hand behind, and then we're going to change over. Doing some rotation, but with arms in front and back rather than side to side. It like doing crawl without going overhead. So again, one more each side. Lovely. So we're going to have hands on back of hips, stretch out across the front of your collarbones and relax. And then again, prepared. Good. One more. And rest. Lovely. And then hands on head. Still thinking long out of the top of your head. We're going to do some side bends for that upper spine. So try and keep your elbows out. Don't let them start coming around the front. Keep them out. Don't have to bend very far. Just doing that upper thoracic spine. So one more each way. Lovely. Arms nice and relaxed. Just give the arms a shake. Right. And then you want your bands. Okay. So getting in your band. So feet, standing in the band with both feet, hip distance apart. Yep, getting your good posture first. Okay, and then bend down, bend your knees, pull the band through, and as you straighten up, that should keep your shoulder blades and shoulders down towards your back pockets. Good. Then thinking nice and long out the top of the head to our side bends. Good. So just watch at the end you don't tip. Yeah, keeping nice, your nose and chin pointing forwards. Good. And then we'll do our look over each shoulder. Follow that horizontal line round the room. And again, just watching you don't tip at the end. Okay, and then lastly, we've got our big clock face on the floor, looking down at 8 o'clock, coming back up, looking down at 4 o'clock. Nice stretch. Should get right down into your shoulder blade. Good. So one more each side. Great. And then carefully stepping out of the band, popping it round the back of your ribs. We'll do our Cleopatras when you're ready. So remember, rotate first, then stretch your arms out. Recoil so your elbows are tucked in, and then face forwards. Rotate, stretch, come back, forwards. So still keeping your good posture. Watch that your chin is parallel to the floor and you're thinking tall. Yeah. And especially when you're pushing away and recoiling, watch that your shoulder blades stay down towards your back pockets. You're not letting your shoulders crunch up like that. Good, so a couple more. Lovely. And rest. So then we're just going to take the band in front. Arms parallel to the floor, pull the band apart, hold it for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, release. Then come overhead, pull apart, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest, and then take the band behind, pull it out there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll just do those again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, so release your band. So we will just do some shoulder shrugs. Excuse me a minute. Okay, so nice breath in, shrug your shoulders, clench your fists. Out breath, relax. Let any tension go down through the arms, out through the fingers. Okay, so again, clench up. Good. And relax. So as you relax, I've got hair in my mouth. As you relax, just letting those shoulders slide down slowly. Don't suddenly drop them. So breathing in. And your breath relax. So last one. Lovely. So to finish our warm up, we'll do our nice shoulder rolls. Yes, rolling the shoulders round. Good. And we'll roll one back and hold, roll the other back and hold. Breathe out, relax. Last one. And rest. Lovely. Right, come and have a lie down and we'll do some relaxation. Right, so just let me get my class with me. Oops. So getting nice and comfortable. Make sure your head's well supported on that block or cushion. Good. And we'll start as ever by slowing the breathing down. Letting that breastbone get nice and heavy. Good. And as the body gets heavy, we're just starting to feel all that length coming back into it. Good, so we'll start at the top with the head. Let it get nice and heavy on that block. Good, then coming into the forehead, any tension or tightness coming out of the forehead. Eyelids getting nice and heavy. And then moving down into the jaw. Just letting that jaw soften and open up. Good. And then, as the head gets heavy on that block, just letting those shoulders that we stretched out, oh sorry, those neck muscles that we've stretched out, lengthen away and let the shoulders slide down towards the back pockets. Good. So coming into the chest, imagine those collarbones could lengthen, opening up the front of the chest. That breastbone staying nice and soft. And then the rib cage relaxing down towards the pelvis. Good. Okay, so we'll work on the arms next. Shoulders should be quite ready to soften and open up. Upper arm muscles switching off. That's going to let the elbows feel nice and light. And any tension or tightness out of the forearms. Wrists open up. And then palms of the hands opening up. Fingers feeling nice and long. So arms heavy and relaxed. Then we'll focus on those all-important spines. So from the base of the neck, coming down the spine, segment by segment. Letting it relax down onto the mat. And as the spine relaxes, muscles are lengthening, letting the vertebrae slide away from one another and joints open up. So we're getting a lovely long spine all the way down to the pelvis. Good. And then lastly, thinking about the legs, hips opening up, upper leg muscles switching off. That's going to let the knees feel nice and light. And any tension or tightness come out of the lower legs. So the legs getting nice and heavy now. Ankles open up, and then soles of the feet feeling nice and long, right down to the tips of the toes. Good. So we're going to go back up to the top of the head, come down through the body, pick up any tension or tightness that might be left. Let it go right out through the toes, leaving behind that nice feeling of being relaxed. Just for a few moments, all we're going to focus on is our breathing. See if you can breathe in to a count of 5, breathe out to a count of 7. Just enjoy being relaxed for a few moments. Good. Okay. So coming out of relaxation, moving your feet round in a circle, relaxing your head over to one side, over to the other. Coming out of it. Lovely. And we'll get in our rest position. Knees bent, feet flat on the mat, legs hip distance apart. Good. And we'll switch our core muscles on. So having a nice breath in, out breath, pelvic floor coming on, navel to spine as you breathe out, and relax as you breathe in. And slowly but firmly switching them on. Good. And then next out breath, switching them on that lower level, that 30%, keeping them on whilst you breathe away. Lovely. So we're going to start with our double leg stretch. Arms first, both arms pointing up towards the ceiling, shoulder width apart, palms facing each other. In breath, arms go back. Out breath, draw your half circle. Yeah, so in breath, arms go back. Out breath, draw your half circle. Good. So each time you come back, try and keep those arms shoulder width apart. Good. And as you take your arms back, just watch you don't arch your spine. Yeah, make sure you stay in neutral. All right, we'll add the legs in. So in breath, arms go back, slide one leg away. Out breath, draw your half circle. Back you come to rest position. Lovely. So as you slide the legs, remember those little pointers. Keep that foot down that imaginary line from your hip. And don't snap your knees straight. Just control it all the way down. Okay, if you want to do the harder level, coming up into double knee fold. In breath, arms go back, point one leg away. Out breath, draw your half circle. Back to that double knee fold. Lovely. Or you can stay just sliding along the floor. Just do what you feel comfortable with. Okay, so we'll do one more point away with each leg. Good, and then pause there, legs down, one at a time. Arms relaxing down by your side. Lovely. Okay, so we'll just do some nice shoulder drops. Both arms pointing up towards the ceiling again. Reach up on the in-breath. Drop that shoulder blade down on the out. Reaching up, just as if someone's pulling your hand up with a string, and then they cut the string, and you get down with your shoulder blade, excuse me, on the mat. So a nice one to get rid of tension around your neck and shoulders. Lovely. And then we'll do 3 both arms together. Reaching up with both arms. On the in-breath, dropping on the out. Lovely. And then let the arms float back down. Good. So we'll do our spine curls. Yep. So you might want to block out some of you when you're ready. Nice breath in, out breath. Lifting your bottom, peeling off the mat into that bridge. Pause for a breath in at the top. Out breath, really send that tailbone away down the room and peel back down. Good, so thinking lots of length as you peel down from the top to the bottom. Good, and then we'll add the arms in. So nice breath in, out breath, peel off the mat. In breath, arms float up nice and light. Keep them up there while your spine curl down. In breath, arms float back down. So, as before, as we always do, keep those arms nice and light. And as you keep them up there and the spine curl down, just trying to think occasionally of a slide in that rib cage down towards your pelvis. So take your time, really good exercise for upper spine, neck and shoulders. Good, so one more. And then we'll come back down, pop your block back in. Yeah, we're just going to give shoulders a breather for a minute and do some nice knee drops. So dropping one knee on the out breath, back to the centre on the in. So core on 30%, keeping that pelvis nice and still. Yeah, and don't just drop, although it's called knee drop, don't just drop your knee, control it going out and smoothly coming back. Lovely, and again, if you want to the harder level, coming up into double knee fold. Yep, and then in that double knee fold, again dropping on the out breath, coming back to centre on the in. Alternate sides. Lovely, back to the centre, legs down one at a time. Good. So we're just going to do some curl ups. You want your head in hands, elbows out to the side. Great. Nice breath in, out breath, curling up. Yeah, in breath going back down. So a nice one to feel that navel to spine muscle. Don't worry if you feel you're flattening your back. It's a bit inevitable with this exercise. And just watch you tipping your chin slightly forwards coming up. Don't drag it up. Yes, a little bit like when we do hundreds. Don't, as always with Pilates, don't have to come right up. Don't have to come up too high because we're trying to get those deep muscles, those deep abs. Okay, and then we'll add in our obliques. So right forearm goes towards left knee. Come down, left forearm goes towards right knee. Yeah, so whilst you're doing it, just keep your arms open. Don't let your elbows come in and crunch. Keep them open. So we'll do one more each side. Lovely. And back down. Okay, so we'll come back to those in a minute. We'll just do a nice loosener. Both arms out to the side, knees and feet together to do our full body twist. Nice breath in, knees going in one direction, head the opposite way. Yeah, so keeping those shoulder blades pinned to the mat. So again, another upper body element of it. Palms facing up to the ceiling. As you look towards that hand, you can turn your palm down. And as you come to back up to look at the ceiling, palm rotates back up. Good, so nice and relaxed. Just getting into that good rhythm for the spine. Lovely, so one more each way. Grand, and then back to rest position. Good. So we'll come back to our curl up. So you can either do as you were doing them before with your feet flat on the mat, or if you want to do the harder level, coming up into double knee fold and straight curl ups first. Tip your chin, curl up on the out breath, going down. Yeah, so curling up. Tip, curl up on the out breath. Feel that navel to spine muscle. Good, and then adding in the obliques again. Right forearm towards left knee. So one more each side. And rest. So coming down, legs down one at a time. Lovely. So we'll do some windmill arms before we do hundreds. So both arms pointing up towards the ceiling. Okay, breathe in, split one up, one down like a toy soldier. Out breath, windmill your arms round just off the carpet, back to that start position. And then see if you can do your one up, one down the opposite way. Alternate windmills. Yep. There we go, nice and relaxed. Just keeping off the mat. Good one for range of movement in shoulders. Excellent. Then again, we'll pause at the top. Arms float back down. So we'll move on to doing hundreds. As always, if you need a breather, have one. Because we're doing shoulders, we'll do palms up and palms down. Yep, but still thinking long down those middle fingers. So you change on your kind of 10 beats. Okay, so when you're ready, nice breath in, out breath up into double knee fold with your core on, keeping it on, up with the head and arms. Off we go, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done, everyone. So have a breather. Coming down, just let your head get nice and heavy on that block. Grand, and we'll do our good little neck stretches, sliding the back of the head up the block on the out breath. Relax on the in. Good, so tuck your chin in, slide the back of that head up so you're stretching out your neck, and relax. Don't poke your chin up. Okay, and then we'll add our rotation. So slide up, relax, look over. Left shoulder, back to the centre, slide up, relax. Look over right shoulder. Lovely, so we're getting the stretch first, relaxing, and then encouraging that bit of movement. And rest. Good, so we'll move on to doing our second set of hundreds. Okay, so when you're ready, nice breath in, out breath, core on, up into double knee fold, keeping it on, up with the head and arms, off you go, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 5, halfway, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great, well done. Okay, so knees up to chest, give your knees a nice hug. Yeah, and we'll just do some rock side to side or front to back. Good, and then come over onto the side. So because we're doing upper body and necky shoulders, we'll do two upper body ones. So chalk circles first, knees bent, both arms out in front. Nice breath in to get ready, out breath. Drawing a circle right round the body with that top arm. Follow it with your eyes as far as you can, and as you take a breath in, as it comes over the hip, ready for your next one. So it's like a continuous circle. Just watch when you go behind, don't overreach. Yeah. Good. So it should be nice and relaxing. It shouldn't feel uncomfortable. Really good for maintaining your shoulder range of movement. Good. So one more, and as we come round, we'll let that hand rest on top of your pelvis, elbow pointing up towards the ceiling, and bottom arm either straight out in front, that's the easy level, or under the block, harder level. Don't forget, if you've got it under the block, it should be straight. Don't just cuddle your block. Okay, and then straightforward oysters, opening top knee on the out breath, closing on the in. Great, so keeping that pelvis nice and still. Remember, all we're doing is just rotating that thigh bone in the hip socket, really getting these hip rotators to work on their own. Good, and then don't forget nice quality of movement, keeping it nice and smooth. Well done. Okay, we'll move on to level 2, both feet off the mat, opening on the out breath, closing on the in. Good, so just watch at the top of that open. You keep that pelvis nice and still. Good, and keep your movement smooth. Lovely. And we'll relax down. Then we're going to do a level 3. So you want your bottom leg nice and straight on the floor, top knee still bent, just like we had with our oysters one, and pop your foot of the top knee behind the knee of your bottom knee, if that makes sense. So top foot behind the back of bottom knee. Yeah, so you're just doing your oyster again, but you've straightened that bottom leg, okay, and then let your knee drop forwards onto the floor. So you might feel you're rotating your pelvis forwards. That's okay, but when you lift from that lower position, don't roll back. Yeah. So opening on the out breath, closing on the in. So again, keeping that pelvis nice and still. Good, so just getting those muscles to work in a little bit more range. So last one. Good, and relax. So we'll change to nice straight legs in line with the body. And we'll do our straightforward lift and lowers, lifting up on the out breath, lowering on the in. Thinking nice and long down that top leg. Good, and again, we're looking for that good quality, lifting up nice and smoothly on the out breath and controlling that lower all the way down to the bottom one. Good. And then next lift just till that top leg is parallel to the floor. Good. And we're just going to do drawing some circles. So drawing a circle with that top leg. Nice round circles. Again, keep your body in line. Don't let it be pulsing backwards and forwards. And then we'll change direction. Good. So keep your knee straight, doing it from the hip. Lovely, well done, and pause. Lower your leg. So we'll do some plies. Good for the hip joint. So nice breath in, out breath, lifting that top leg up straight. Rotate your leg so that your foot is on the inside of the bottom leg and slide it back down to meet your other foot. So out breath, lift up, in breath, rotate and slide. So it's a bit of a challenge to keep your pelvis still when you rotate. Yep, your hip, it depends how much range of movement you've got in your hip. Just try and keep that pelvis still. Good. So one more. Well done. So we'll slide the top arm down the top leg, ready to do our double lifts. Top leg up on the out breath, bottom one up to join it on the in, lowering both down together. Good, so thinking nice and long in the legs. Yeah, and controlling that lower all the way down to the floor. Might need to use your core on a little bit stronger, especially lifting that second leg up and lowering them down. Then see if you can count to 6, lowering smoothly down. Okay, so lot to think about. So then we'll add in the arm. So as the bottom leg up comes up, arm floats up overhead. Yeah, it comes back down as you lower both legs down. And just see if you can get your arm down at the same time, or it comes back down onto your leg at the same time as your feet hit the ground. Yeah. So you're not lowering your legs and then moving your arm. Hope you can cope with all this. My ears will be burning in part. Okay, so one more. Well done. All right, and then we'll finish this side with some chest openers. So knees bent, both arms out in front. Lovely. Opening top arm on the out breath. Pause for a breath in, all the way back on the out breath. Thinking nice and long in that top arm. Yeah, pause for a breath in. And then come all the way back. Good, so nice and long in that top arm. For those of you on the laptops and iPhones and iPads and PCs, really good one for posture, counteract that shoulder slump forward. Good, so one more. and rest. Lovely. So we'll come over onto the other side. Lining up, take a moment to line up, and we're going to be doing our chalk circles first. Both arms out in front, good. And then drawing a circle round the top of the head with that top arm. On the out breath, take a breath in as you come in over your hip. Ready for the next one. It's a nice, smooth, continuous movement. And as before, just watch you don't overreach behind you with your shoulder, because we can have different ranges of movement, you know, one side to the other. It depends on your dominant side, or if you've had an old injury or a pull, or so just, you know, you move within your own range. Okay, so on this one, we're going to take the arm round, bring it back onto the top of the pelvis, elbow pointing up towards the ceiling. Good. Okay, our straightforward oysters, opening top knee on the out breath, closing on the in. Good, so keeping that pelvis nice and still. Don't roll back. Even if you feel you're not opening your knee as far, it's better to not open as much, but keep your pelvis still. Good, so we'll move on to level 2. Both feet off the mat. Open and close from that higher point. Opening on the out breath, closing on the in. Good, so nice and smooth. You're a little bit higher up, so just watch you don't roll back at the top. Good, well done. So coming down, and we'll change to that third level, if you remember. Bottom leg nice and straight, top knee bent, foot of the top leg tucked behind the knee of the bottom leg. And then let that top knee drop down onto the floor. And then we're opening on the out breath, closing on the in. Good, so still try and keep it nice and smooth. Grand. So we'll rest there and then change to nice straight legs. Just watch them in line with the body and thinking long in that top leg. Lifting up on the out breath, slowly lowering on the in. Good. So nice and long, and that lovely quality of movement, opening smoothly on the out, smoothly coming down. Good, and relax. So next lift, just till that top leg is parallel to the floor, and we're going to draw a circle with the whole of that top leg, keeping it over the bottom one. Good. So two things, it's just from the hip. So try and keep your circles nice and smooth. Obviously pelvis still, but watch you keep your knees straight. Yeah. So we'll change direction. Going around. If you find staying up too long, you're staying up for too long, too much, just do 3 or 4 circles and then drop down, have a rest, and then come back up and do 3 or 4 more. Okay, and rest. So just give those hip muscles a breather. We'll do some plies. So nice breath in, out breath, lifting top leg straight, rotate. So you've got your foot on the inside of that bottom leg, and then slide back down straight. Good. So thinking long as you lift up, and then try and keep that pelvis still as you rotate, and then a nice smooth slide back down. Lovely. And rest. So we'll extend our top arm down the top leg, ready to do double lifts. Top leg up on the out breath, bottom one up to join it on the in breath, and lowering both down together. Thinking nice and long in those legs. Yeah, don't forget you don't have to lift your top one too high. Make sure you're lifting your bottom one off the floor. So try and get a little bit of space under the side of the thigh. Don't just lift from your lower knee. Good, so we'll add the arm in. Yeah, so arm floats up overhead, nice and light. As you lift the bottom leg up, comes back down as you lower both legs down. Lovely, so we're still thinking length in the body. Excellent, so last one. And rest. Lovely. Okay, so we will finish this side with some chest openers. So knees bent, both arms out in front. Nice breath in, out breath, opening top arm. Pause for a breath in, out breath all the way back. So thinking nice and long in that top arm. Good, and then as you pause for the breath in, getting that lovely stretch across the front of the chest. Good, so one more. Very relaxed chest opener. Right. Okay, so we'll come over onto fronts and do some darts. So you want your forehead resting on the block, arms by your side. Good, palms turned in to face your thighs. Great, and then remember the idea is we really send those shoulder blades down towards your back pockets. So nice breath in, out breath, lifting head and arms up off the floor, not too high. Yeah, And you can turn palms in to face your thighs as you come up. Let them rotate back up to face the ceiling as you go down. So we go up on the out breath, down on the in. Keep your head in the same position. So you're just lifting your head off the block, but in the same position. Don't tilt your chin up. Yeah, and then you can think nice and long out the top of the head and long down those middle fingers again. So all the time we're after trying to get that length back in the spine. Okay, and then we're just going to do a couple coming up into dart and then doing a little side bend. So it's just like you were sliding your leg, hand down your leg back to the centre. Side bend the other way, back to the centre and down. Yeah, so you're just coming up into your dart and then little side bend one way, little side the other, back to the centre and down. If you're not sure what I mean, then just do straightforward darts, what you're kind of doing. Nice little side bend. Great, so relax down, come and have a sit back on heels, or curl up on your side if you'd rather. And then we'll come into all fours to finish. So a good one on all fours for necks, shoulders, upper spine is to thread some needles. So nice breath in, out breath. Slide your right arm along the floor through the gap between your left wrist and knee. You can bend that left elbow to get a bit further, and then on the on the out breath, come back to that start position. So we're doing in breath, do your rotation, out breath, come back. So as you come back, you can get that navel to spine muscle working to lift you back into that all four position. Lovely. So one more each side. And back to the centre. So we'll just finish with some cat stretches. Nice breath in, out breath, navel to spine, coming up into your cat stretch. Tuck your head down and your tailbone under, and then as you breathe in, just think about tailbone and head moving away from one another, just back to neutral. Again, don't tilt your head back. Yeah, so arms stay nice and straight throughout. Yeah, so we're just moving the spine, opening it up. Nice, easy, relaxed one to do. So one more. Good. And rest. So have another sit back on heels. A lovely relaxed stretch. Good, and when you're ready, rolling up into standing. Well done, everyone. I hope that's giving you some nice swan necks and some shoulder blades down in your back pockets. So before we go, we will get in our good posture, triangles weighted evenly under the feet, knees slightly soft in our neutral spine. Shoulder blades should be well relaxed in a V towards your back pockets, chin parallel to the floor, and that imaginary cord pulling you tall. Have a breath in, out breath, core on that low level, that 30%. Good. Stay like that till the next lesson. Or if you're doing it twice a week or 3 times a week or every day, well done. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.